Yeah, I'm annoyed.
Everybody.
Hello, I'm Sam,
I'm Kylie.
and welcome to another episode of Two Peas Potting, our bookish podcast.
Heavy on the ish.
Heavy on the ish. The side of judgment.
I think there's going to be a lot of judgment in this episode, specifically from Sam.
Okay, my beef is not with the show. Okay, it's with Netflix.
Okay. So, in case you haven't seen our schedule or anything, we're covering season 4 of Bridgerton Part 1. So,
I win. Why does Netflix hate us? Why do they hate us? Why? Like, this just feels targeted towards people who want to enjoy good shows. And then they're like, oh, you like this? Sucks. Now you have to wait till the end of the month.
oh, and if you want to see our reactions to the first episode, that's going to be on Patreon. That was a little bonus episode.
We should have recorded reaction to episode 3.
Or the end of episode 4, because I would have loved to see your reaction.
I didn't really enjoy episode 4, but the ending pissed me off. I could have punched that in the face. Okay, anyway.
Which is so sad, because we'll start from the beginning. So, Benedict, I'm just going to say this. He is my favorite Bridgerton boy.
Yeah, I love Anthony.
I love him too. But there's something about Benedict. Maybe it's the actor himself, because I just think he's adorable.
That's
just
fair.
His
I love Jonathan Bailey. So I think that's why I like
Yes.
Anthony so much, because he's just a national treasure that just needs to be.
Exactly. I love Jonathan Bailey too. And that's exactly how I feel about Benedict. Maybe it's the actor, because he's just so cute. I'm like, I want to protect you. Even though you're 7 years older than me and bigger, but I want to protect you.
I want to protect you.
Just let me love you.
But I do think my favorite person this season is Violet. She is not having any of it this season.
No, she's not. I'm living for her this season, to be quite honest with you. She's so sassy and she's over her children's bullshit. She's like, I'm done with this.
I want to do this and I want to do this. No, we're not.
No. The first episode cracked me up when she was being all yeah, you're right, Benedict. Mm-hmm. But no.
This is what we're doing. You will find a wife.
Rage baiting. You're going to find a wife. You're done being a rake. Because Benedict, whew, yeah.
He's always been, though.
He has. He has. It's his charm. Because he's just so precious. Again, see, he's so precious. He's just a widow baby.
Not a widow baby.
He's a widow baby.
He's very naughty. Naughty.
Yes, very naughty. Very naughty. Okay. So, tell me your thoughts. How are you feeling?
Of the whole thing or just episode 1?
I guess the whole thing as a unit. Or you could break it episode by episode if you want. Let's hear it.
Okay. As a whole, there's a lot of things that happened in the first 4 episodes with a lot of different people.
Yeah.
I found it really interesting that they kind of have thrown in a little bit of Francesca's story this season along with everything else. I don't know that I love how they're doing Whistledown. I don't love that everybody knows who it is.
And it's interesting because if anyone's read the books, I've read up to Colin and Penelope's story, which is the 4th book in the series. Benedict's is the 3rd. So we don't know that Penelope is Lady Whistledown at this point in time.
And I don't.
Which is so interesting.
And I don't like it because I feel like the scandal around Benedict and him sneaking around would be so much more if they didn't know it was Penelope who was Whistledown. Because she had no chill.
Yeah.
And
now she's gentle.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't love that part because that was the big drama piece
was Lady
of
Whistledown.
The show. And so I'm not a huge fan of that. Freaking hate. The stepmom, can't remember her fucking name, but she's just an awful person.
Lady Penwood, I think is her name.
Yes.
Yeah. So I never use this word, or I don't use it that often, but she is very much a see you next Tuesday. And, she was that way in the book too.
Truly, I mean, like, every action that she took, like, even the way that she, like, I don't know, I feel like a part of it was also her dad's fault. Like, if he didn't introduce his daughter as, like, a mistake, he could have just said, oh, her mother died after childbirth. You don't even have to know who the mom is. Like,
Yeah. How did he introduce her again? It started with a B, right?
I thought he said, like, my mistake or something like that.
He didn't say mistake. It was like his, like, bard or something. I don't think that was the word, but it was something like that. Basically insinuating that she was his bastard, quote unquote, is like the modern day term, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think you should have introduced her that way either. Just be like, "Oh, this is my daughter. Her mom died at birth or whatever, or her mom
Yeah.
passed away." You didn't have to say like, "This is my essentially my mistake
Well,
out of
and, like,
wedlock or whatever."
the fact, like, they're like, "Oh, you're not allowed to call him your dad when they're here." Ew.
Yeah, that's not okay.
But then, like, after her dad died, it sounded like there she was a part of the family and doing all the things, and then the moment her dad died, she's like, "This is so sad. By the way, you're not in the will. You'll be a maid now." Excuse you, bitch, this is my house.
What I never quite understood, even in the book, he's obviously very accepting of her children from her previous marriage. So why can't it be both ways if he had a child, whether he was married to the woman or not? Like, let's just say he was and
Because
she
it was
passed
with
away.
a
Why are you not okay
maid.
with that?
Because it was with a maid and she
Don't tell
wasn't
her it's
a
a maid. I don't know.
right.
Like, why do they
It's
have to
not
know it's with a maid?
the high standard isn't there.
This is what I mean when I say, I'm gonna say it again. I would not survive in those times. I think I would be executed.
You just live
Quite
on the
honestly.
street and never be able to have a job.
Probably.
But also, like, I feel like her kicking her out after finding out that she went to the ball was so excessive. And being like, and you're never gonna work in this town again. Like, okay, lady, calm down.
Oh, yeah. But the scandals back then were as easy as, like, being caught going to the ball, apparently.
They didn't even, nobody knew who it was. They were the only ones. The mom was the only one who figured it out. So they could have been like, she could have been like, no, now you don't get to leave the house ever. Like, I don't know.
How did she figure it out again?
She saw the scuff on the shoe. And then she saw, after Benedict came, because because Violet saw the crest inside the glove. And she's like, oh, that's
she
their
saw the
crest. And so
yeah.
he came to call on the younger sister. And then he left
And
and
as
he
he
was
was
looking at the
leaving
glove.
yeah, okay.
And they were watching him at the window. And she's like, the fuck, that's our glove. And the daughter was like, how did they get grandma so-and-so's glove? And then she went into her shoe room
That's right.
and saw the scuff on her silver shoe. And she's like, you get to clean them off. Actually, no, she found the scuff before. But then she's
Yeah, she
like,
found the
oh,
scuff
try
before.
them on.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I loved oh, I just lost his name. The footman that they had that was friends with her in the house. And he's like, no, you have to go. Like, you can do it. He's here
Oh,
looking for you.
yeah.
I think his name was Edmund. No, not Edmund. It was something else. It was, I messaged you. But he is so
You did.
sweet.
He is. He was a sweetie pie. I liked him a lot too. And the older maid who was like kind of like a mother figure to her. I liked her a lot too. She was nice.
Me too. I just want them all to start like sabotaging them. So they all look
Right.
terrible.
And then
Especially,
the
they
great
deserve
maid
it.
wars.
They
They
deserve
do.
it
They
because
do.
they're stealing everybody's maids.
Yeah, she started the great maid war. Like nobody wants that.
Well, and the fact, like, also with the maid war thing, the fact that the Featheringtons, I hated that, like, bothered me. But then it, like, showed their
Oh,
character, their continuing bad character. Like, I was
I
hoping
know.
that now that they were a
They
part of, like,
supposedly had like an arc.
yeah, like, the mom, like, had this whole, like, redemption arc of becoming a better person last season, and now I'm like, oh, you're back to being a piece of shit. Like,
Classic
your
Miss
character growth
Featherington.
was for nothing. Like,
Temporary.
honestly, though. And well, we can't give you a raise because if we gave you a raise, we'd have to give everybody a raise, and we can't afford that. So here are my old dresses, man.
Token of her appreciation.
And I'm like, you could have, she's your head maid. Like, she runs your house.
Yeah, and like, okay, I don't know about you, but there's constantly been times in places of work where some people get raises and other people don't. Like, it happens. You typically don't
Right.
talk about it. Or usually it's around your review time, and everybody's reviews are different times, so
Yeah, and, like, the fact that they're like, "Well, we don't talk about money with family." But we're not family, I work for you. If we were family, I'd be in these extravagant dresses and going to all the fun things all the time, not waiting hand and foot
and
on you
you'd
assholes.
treat yeah, you'd treat her better than what you do, like, for example, like how the Bridgertons treat their staff, they're very nice to their staff.
Yeah,
They're not assholes.
and none of them left.
Ex That's my point.
Also,
Like, in
I feel like
ugh.
this season really highlighted the wealth that the Bridgertons have. Because,
Oh,
like,
for
you
sure.
see all these other families and they have, like, 6 to 7 people working in their house, and they're like, "Oh, we have 100. We have, like, 50,000 million." And you're like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck? You have at least, like, 10 maids alone, not including footmen and all the other people."
I know. When the Bridgertons after, everything goes down with, Benedict and what's her name? Sophie?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, when they're in the countryside after he saves her from that party or
Ugh,
whatever,
I
and they go back
loved
to Bridgerton's. Go
I
for it.
loved the arc, but it made me, like, so upset because Blaine was at that point watching it with me, and I was sitting there, and they, like, pull up to the cottage, and it's, like, massive. I'm like, "Man, there's gonna be more than one bedroom. There's gonna be more than one bed."
Oh,
But I loved oh my gosh, I can't Clearwater, Mrs. Clearwater, is that right?
Crabtree.
Crabtree. I loved them so much.
They
I
were
was like, "Okay,
so
you guys
great.
could just y'all could just live as a happy family at the cottage forever. Don't leave. Don't go to London. Fuck London."
Honestly, yeah.
Especially because of her fucking stepmom talking shit. I want to know what rumor. I mean, I'm sure we'll find out next part of the season what the rumor she spread about Sophie to get it so nobody would hire her in London. I'm assuming like, oh, she stole or something, but because that was like a big
I
thing back
Yeah.
then.
I don't fully remember, 'cause I believe it says in the book, but I don't quite remember. Honestly, watching it has, like, made me remember a lot more because I almost, like next month will be a year ago that I read this book, so it's, like,
Oh wow,
it's kinda gone
it's
at
been a
this
minute.
point. Yeah, it's been a minute. So, but I do remember a lot of it, and it was still my favorite
Yeah,
because this is
I
this is literally the only time you have a little bit of a and very little bit of a Benedict villain era. It's, like, not even really that bad when he gets, like, his little episode 4 is his little villain arc, and then it
yes,
goes away.
where he's just like, I'm gonna figure out how to make this work, and it's just so like if I just wish Sophie. I understand why because no one would believe her if she was just like, I am from upper class, like I'm not a fucking
Yeah.
maid, but no one would
Yeah,
believe a maid
yeah,
thing.
you need the proof, and I feel like back then it was really hard to have the said proof.
Well, and I'm really curious on if it's true. Like, I have a feeling it's gonna be like, oh, Benedict, like, she's gonna end up telling Benedict, or he is gonna find out. And then, uh, they're gonna look into the will and find out that she actually is on the will and gets all the stuff and kick all the other bitches out.
I like your theory. I like it.
But I don't think that's gonna happen because I feel like this bitch is good at covering her tracks.
Well, this is her second husband that's died.
Yeah, she's a Black Widow.
Seems a little sus, if you ask
A
me.
Black Widow, and she wasn't very sad at that funeral.
Oh.
She's like, "Well, don't worry, we'll protect you." And she's like, "Huh?"
Sophie's dad was alive when he, like, saw her not in a lesson, and he was like, "What are you doing out here? Like, aren't you supposed to be at your lesson?" And she was like, "Oh, well, Lady Penwood said it's probably not a good idea that I continue that with Posey and whatever the other bitch's name was." And he was like, "Oh." And he didn't seem to care, and it's like, she's pretty much telling you that she's being treated poorly by your wife, so what you gonna do about it? Nothing?
Nothing.
Cool, 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 cool. So fuck me, right? I'll just see myself
Well,
out.
but then he like goes on this whole spiel of like, "I will always take care of you." Blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
Well, shit, because you
And
didn't.
then you go and die.
You literally did not. But you never know. He
Yeah.
could have, and then Penwood is lying, which is plausible.
You can't write anything off, you know? She seems like she's an evil genius, so
Yeah, she knows how to swindle.
for sure. She looks mean,
Yes,
without even her
very.
opening her mouth, like, she just looks like a bitch.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna come wreck your shit no matter what I do." Also, like that, like the audacity of her showing up to that other lady's, like, garden party after stealing everyone's maids, and she's like,
I know.
"Yeah, I did that. Obviously, you weren't paying him enough, and I have the money to pay them, so, how does it feel to be poor?" Like, "Okay. It's not even your money, it's your
Oh.
dead husband's. Cool. You didn't even, like it's not even generational wealth on your end, lady, like,
Literally, though. Like,
'cause you're
oh
offing your
god,
husband."
oh god, probably. Just wants his money.
"She take my
It's
money."
wild. I was gonna say something. Oh, so something I like that they kept in the series that they put in the book was Posey and Sophie have always kind of had, like, a bond. And I like that Posey didn't turn into a dick in the show because sometimes they will
Ritual.
do that stuff. It was just the other sister that was always really mean to Sophie and was like, "You're a maid." Turned my
Which is
nose up
so
at.
messed up because, like, they grew up with her.
Yeah, they were, like, the same age.
Like, it's not like they came when, like, they were already teenagers or whatever, like,
Yeah, they were little girls. They were, like, roughly
they were, like,
around
8,
Sophie's age. Yeah.
and then Posey was, like, probably 3 or 4. She was little,
Yeah, she was
and
just a
that's,
little
like
girl.
and I don't know, like,
Didn't
I
have a
know, like,
mom.
kids do, like, reflect a lot from their parents, but, like, at the same time, I don't know.
Did
The maids
you
weren't treating Sophie
clock.
like crap.
No, they weren't. They were all nice to her. Um, but did you clock that after Violet heard Eloise and, Hyacinth talking about Sophie that she was like, "Who are you talking about?"
Yes,
And,
I
they're
was
like,
watching
"Oh,
that
Sophie," and she's
scene
like, "Hmm."
I was watching that scene and I was like, and Blaine's like, "What?" I'm like, "She knows." And he's like, "No, she doesn't." I'm like, "Yes, she does. Violet's not stupid." I'm like, these women
Violet
are
is
figuring
smart.
out who
Mhm.
who the girl in the silver dress is, like, right the fuck now.
'Cause even Francesca was like, "Isn't that an odd, like, education for a maid to have, though?" Like, she didn't mean it in a bad way, but she's like, "That just seems a little
Yeah, because it's
hmm."
not typical. Why
It's
would you
not,
pay for an
yeah.
education like that for a maid?
Mhm.
Also, like, I feel like that should be, like, creating more red flags for everybody than it is. Like, I feel like
Right?
they should be really looking into who she is.
Oh, man, if Violet okay, I love seeing those things. It's more Stranger Things based, but, I see these memes of, like, if the Stranger Things cast were alive today, like, Joyce Byers would love Life 360. Violet would love background checks.
Yes, she would.
She'd be all up in the
She would. Because but
immediately,
I
she'd be like,
also
"Hmm."
love how, like, genuinely kind Violet is because, like, when Benedict like, they came back from the cottage and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna work for me." Also, I would have been just as pissed as Sylvie, like, "I am not working here.
Yeah.
You can't fucking gaslight me like that." Um, but the way that Violet was like, "I've heard some things," and he's like, "Well, they're not true. She's really kind and really nice and blah blah blah." And he's like, and she's like, "Well, all right, we'll give it a try."
Yeah, and then after, like, the girls really like her and she's bonded, she's like, "I'm gonna keep you on." But, like, and if Violet didn't have the room like she initially said, she should've just let her stay in the countryside with the crab trees.
Right at the cottage,
Yeah, at the cottage where they're just to themselves all the time.
they just get to live their lavish life, mind their own
Yeah,
business.
which must be nice for the crab trees because let's face it, the country house is, like, not occupied most of the time, so they just have the
Yes,
whole house to themselves.
yeah, they just get to live their best life.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, we get to pretend to be mm,
Rich,
we have a spot of tea,
spot of tea.
spot of
Yeah.
tea." Um,
Also, she did not leave too far from London.
well, that's she didn't wanna go back, and Benedict kinda, like not, like, forced her, but he was like, "That's where I know I'll have work for you."
Yeah. But she did
Like, for
like
sure.
initially like being in the country, she wasn't that far away.
No, no, not at all.
I mean, she didn't have
But
that much
also
money, but
okay, here's what I don't here's where I know that this season is kind of Cinderella-y themed, you know, and people have their thoughts about that. I truly don't mind it because it's a different retelling of Cinderella type of thing, you know?
yeah.
It's, not as G-rated for sure, and, you know, it's actually a little, like, different too because it's not a glass slipper, and it actually has, like, a family crest on it. So, like, you can narrow it down a lot, but, like, okay, it's someone in this family, but, like, who is this person? Like, nobody's
Yeah.
coming to claim their prize. And,
Yeah.
um,
I don't know. The Cinderella thing is to me.
I don't really care either way, but whatever, you know? I think it's great that how they are using Lady Whistledown as Benedict just went to her like, "Hey, I need help, you know everything."
That's true. I just I don't know. I also normally Queen Charlotte is one of my favorites, and she is really pissing me off this season.
Yeah, I didn't know that, like, I guess you had to have your queen's permission to leave if you wanted to leave, like, move away. Is it just
Well,
because
that's 'cause
she's
she's
a
a
queen's
ladies' maid.
lady? There lady's maid, there we go. Like, what's that? Okay, that makes sense, but, like,
No, not ladies' maid.
also
Lady in waiting.
lady in waiting, that's what it is, okay. But, like, I think she should let Lady Danbury do it.
But she doesn't want to because then she'll be alone, and nobody
And
else
I
knows what's going on with
understand
the
that.
king.
I understand that too, but, like, Lady Danbury also has her own life.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
the queen should
I
just go
mean,
with her and they can go on a trip together.
right? Go travel together, but then she can't leave a country without a queen.
That's true, because the king is, not well. Very true. But yeah, Queen Charlotte's
I
a little she's having temper tantrums this season.
Yeah, I also don't love, like, her with the whole whistle down thing.
Yeah,
I don't like that,
yeah.
she knows. I liked when she didn't know, and it just pissed her off.
Especially when she would take jabs at the queen.
Yeah, she can't do that anymore.
I know, I know, and, like, the queen still, like, kinda wants her to do that, and Penelope's, like, trying to be like, "Well, I can't necessarily do that." Or when she was like, "It's Benedict Bridgerton, he's the guy I wanna watch this season," and she's like or this year, and she's like, "I can't do that, like, that's my family now, like, I can't
Yeah.
touch my family." It's not like it's the Featheringtons where she didn't really care what she did to her own family.
Well, and I mean, she would jab at the Bridgertons before anybody knew who she was.
That's true, it's true.
Last season, there was so much drama. That's why Eloise was so pissed. Like, you're going after I'm an
Yeah.
equal opportunity drama spreader, okay?
No one's safe.
No one is safe from my gossip.
Oh. Well,
Also,
I
the
feel like
fact that people still, like, know who she is and she can still, like, stand on the edges and hear what's going on. I'm like, if I knew she was standing near me, I'd be like,
say
"No more,
nothing.
no more." You know?
What I find actually kind of a funny not funny, but, like, the side storyline that I like is Francesca not being able to, like, figure out how to have an orgasm.
When she
Violet really did
went
her
up
girls a
to
disservice.
Violet, I was like, "Oh no, this is Daphne all over again."
Well, and what's funny is Violet says, "I did Daphne a disservice in this area," and then she tries to explain it to Francesca, does a terrible job, and I'm like, "You're doing every one of your daughters a disservice, Violet, like, what
It's been
what
a
are they
long
supposed to do?"
time.
It's been a long time, but, like, why is she not educating them a little bit sooner or, like, as soon as she puts them out on the season when like, their debut? Like, "Okay, so
Because
here's
that's
what
not
happens."
proper.
They need to know.
That's true.
Like, poor Daphne was just thrown into the abyss, and she was like, what happens?" And then a freaking maid explained it to her, and she was like, "Oh, boy."
I do like how Francesca ended up going to Penelope.
Penelope. Yeah, yeah, that
Also,
was
they need to get a handle on themselves, Penelope and Colin.
I was all for that. I was like, "You get it, guys, alright."
There was someone came out with a video after last season came out explaining how unsafe it would be to have sex in a carriage like that back then because of the weight distribution. It would cause them to like crash and die. And so now I'm like, well, I can't do that. They would die. They would be dead. The weight distribution is
That's
wrong.
funny. Oh, that checks out though, I guess. They could've done it on the floor.
So
But you know
romantic.
what? I'm kinda living for it because they're clearly hot and heavy for each other, and I love that because go Penelope. You're doing us a
Oh,
service
no.
being, like, a thicker woman and getting,
Sure.
like, the hot one. It's Benedict for me.
But I just think it's so funny. And it's like, but also like, why didn't she just tell Francesca, tell John that like, no, you're not doing it for me.
I don't know, and that's well, maybe that was around the time because women didn't wanna, like, tell their husbands that stuff because they're programmed to believe that it's just about satisfying the man and keeping the man happy and doing all this stuff,
That's true. But
and the women's
also
needs don't matter.
go her husband because
I love her husband. He's so sweet.
Yeah, John is so sweet, and when she was like, "I've never, like, had a pinnacle, like, what does it feel like? I feel like I'm doing something wrong." He's like, "You're doing nothing wrong, like, we just need to figure it out." He was so supportive. I'm like, "Wow, that's so uncharacteristic of that time." They would be like the
Oh,
man would
yeah.
just be like, "Oh, well, sucks for you, I got off." Like,
Basically, which, like, you don't want that, but, like, yeah, he was a great when she was showing for him, and he was like, "You don't have to put on a show for me, like,
"Why did you do
it's
that?"
fine." Yeah, like, way to kill the mood. But, like, she didn't know, and she's just so, like I like Francesca because she's just so, like, timid and shy, and I'm just like, "Oh, you poor thing." I feel like she gets overlooked a lot, and okay, this is just a personal thing. I think the actress who plays Francesca is gorgeous. She's so pretty.
She's so pretty, but she's very, like, young looking.
She is. She is. But I think Francesca did like, go out about as young as Daphne was. She wasn't like Eloise. Eloise being a self-declared spinster.
What is going on with her this season? I feel like she's like, "I'm a spinster," and then she's like, "Oh, but I kinda want the men to talk to me, but I don't wanna admit that I want the men to talk to me."
I just don't think Eloise knows how to do it because she's just like well, obviously out of her comfort zone. They've never dated before. And I think she's just because Penelope was so in it and she wasn't, and they're just so she's like, "I don't know what to do." And then I think where it's clicking for her now is when she saw Francesca and Penelope talking, and they're like, "Oh, just marriage things," and they had the inside joke, and Eloise was like, "Excuse me?"
Yeah.
Like, "That's my best friend, Francesca. Why are you having inside jokes with each other? Mm-mm."
Mhm. Also, I feel like they forgave each other. Like, Elise forgave Penelope so fast after last season.
Yeah.
Because I
I
feel like
don't
she's just so good
remember
at holding on to grudges, and then she's like, "It's fine."
maybe it just wasn't worth it because Penelope is now family, and,
Yeah.
like, she can't exactly avoid her. So, maybe that's why. I was gonna bring up something. Okay, so episode 4. This is where Benedict the
So,
only time Benedict has ever disappointed me, even in the book too.
so messy.
I hate that not only his friends, but Colin had a little bit to do with putting this in his head too, because he's the one I believe that told him, Anthony used to have a mistress
A
before he
mistress.
was married. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah, well, a lot of men have mistresses," and which I hate that, by the way.
And, like like, I don't get it. Like, how is them being like, I understand you're not married, but them being your mistress and you going out with them,
Yeah,
and as the
yeah,
man, you're totally fine, but a woman, no. Like, I know it's a sign of the times, but still, like,
yeah. And it's like the same not every man did cheat on their wife back then, I'm aware of that too, like, not every man was like that, but still, it's like, what is the point of, like, having a woman debut and get married if they're just gonna go out and have a mistress?
right?
And, like, the women have to be pure, but the men don't have to, that's so I hate it.
Unfortunately, that's how it was.
And this is why I
And
wouldn't survive back then. I'm not saying that I would be out sleeping, like, with everybody, like, I wouldn't be a rake or anything like that, but hello?
yeah, hello.
Like, no. It's like, I would very much be like Eloise. I don't think I'd self-declare myself a spinster, but I'd just be like, "Eh, whatever."
Yeah, I could care less. This bores me.
Basically. Like, "I'm bored. You bore me." But yeah, and then I hated that whole scene when he goes to talk to Sophie, goes to the Bridgerton house, knocks on her bedroom door, and she's like, "Oh no, I forgot my coin purse, guys. Hang on, let me go get it." And they meet in the stairwell, gets her off in the stairwell,
Will you be my
and then,
mistress?
"Will you be my mistress?" And her face was just like, "Excuse
Excuse
me?"
the fuck out of you?
Yeah. Be like, "Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Never again.
See,
You're
that
dead to me."
part stressed me out when he was like, "I'm gonna go talk to her." And that was right when, like, Violet was meeting up with Stanbury's brother, and I was like and then knock at the door,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my god, please don't be Benedict. Please don't be Benedict. Oh my god."
I
I
know,
was
I was doing
stressed.
that too. I was like, "Oh
No,
boy, oh
no,
boy,
no.
oh boy, oh boy."
I'm like, "Please, no. Like, let's not do that. Let's different parts of the house, please. Different parts of the house, please."
Which I wanna give, like, a freaking shout out to Violet's, like, head housemaid for clearing the house of all the other
Oh, yeah.
staff and being
"Oh,
like,
you
"Take the
want to
night
have
off."
tea? Okay.
Yeah.
I
And then
got
she's
you,
like,
ma'am.
"Oh."
Everyone deserves to have tea. Everyone drinks tea."
Yeah. Dismissing the staff being like, go out for the night. You can do anything, just don't do it here. Like, leave it. We're having the night off, and then she's just standing guard by Violet's door.
Yeah, real MVP. She deserves a raise.
Real MVP. She really does. But that's where, again, I say that you can tell that Violet treats her staff well if she can, like, just openly talk about that with her head maid and be like, can you help me?
Yeah, real MVP. Like, she's like, I got you, girl. Let's get your rocks
Yeah.
off.
It was the OT. Oh my god. Which, go Violet. Get your
Right?
groove on, girl. You deserve happiness too.
Yeah, I was really happy when she, like, put Edmund's picture down because I'm like, please don't let him watch you do all this.
Honestly, I would have done the same thing and be like, no, it's a little too close
No.
to home.
Yeah.
Especially because, you know, if he was alive, they would still very much be together.
Yeah.
And
They were
like,
very much in love.
which is why I think has a lot to do with how they treated their staff, because they were such like good individuals that they were like, why would we treat our staff like terribly? We're good people.
Yeah.
We take
Yeah.
care of them. But yeah.
Yeah.
It
But
was-
Benedict really pissed me off.
Benedict pissed me off too. In the book, I got mad about that too. And as soon as I finished the episode, Nicole called me and she was like, his mistress? And she just went off. And she's like, I was so mad. And that's where they left.
Yeah, that's where I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Now we have to wait a
Oh.
month.
Which is the beef with Netflix. Like, stop doing the part 1 and part 2. Please.
It's
Give
so
it to me
annoying.
all. Give it all to
That's
me. I
only
want to sit down and binge
$22
it.
a month. Give me everything.
I shouldn't have to wait a fucking month in between the season. Like, no.
For 4 fucking episodes.
4 episodes. Just give them all to me so I can sit and binge and bed rot. Thank you.
Right? Like, gone are the days of binge watching a whole season.
Literally. Like, a lot of us have a busy Monday through Friday week, and we like to take a weekend day to decompress and just be lazy. I want to do that. I want to sit down in bed for 8 hours and watch my Bridgerton, okay?
Yeah, not 4 measly hours.
Exactly. That's child's play.
That's true. Honestly, though, like, after watching this season, I'm like, man, I really want to rewatch, like, Daphne's season and Anthony's
That's how
season.
I felt too. Yeah. That's what I felt. Nicole actually did that, getting ready for this season. She restarted the whole thing, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. But by the time I thought I should do that, it was way too late.
You would have had to bed rot for days.
I would have, and I don't have the time to do that for days. Like, I have a very busy schedule lately.
Jam-packed.
Truly, though. My days are busy. Yeah, I'm full-time in classes right now. Most of the time I'm doing homework like 8 hours a day. It's great. It's fine. I'm almost done.
Woohoo! Still don't envy you.
Well, it wasn't a part of my plan. Life had a different route for me.
Yeah.
So I went back to figure something out, and here I am. I'm doing it.
You are
I'm
doing
gonna
it.
complain the whole time, but I'm doing it.
Doing it. I'll have a degree out of it, but I'm doing it. I'm gonna complain, but I'll have a degree. That complaints
So
aren't
I'm
in
like, I'm gonna
vain.
complain the whole time.
I'm gonna complain
I'll
the
be
whole
done by the end
time.
of this year, though, so,
Woot, woot.
you know. At least it's only
Small
a year of my
victories.
life. Small
Yeah.
victories. Woo!
I'm honestly dissatisfied from it.
I am too, and I'm feeling much like I felt after watching the finale of Stranger Things. This is how I feel. Because I was very dissatisfied with the ending of that, and now I'm like, cool. Another series I was looking forward to, and now I'm just let down.
Well, and I just feel like, yes, there's a lot of things that happened, but I also feel like nothing happened.
Exactly.
Like,
So
there's a
much
lot of
did
things going
happen.
on.
There's a lot of side stories happening.
And I don't like that. Like, I liked how they did it in season 1 where it was Daphne and Simon. Main focus.
Yeah. And they had like 1 or 2 side stories that were kind of short, because they had, wasn't it season 1 where Eloise met that paper boy?
I think
Or was that
so.
season 2? It was one of them.
Well,
but like in season
like, you had
1, the side story for Anthony and his
Yeah.
mistress.
And then, like, the Whistledown. Like, I'm fine with the side
Yeah.
story of Whistledown.
That's a fun side story.
Well, and it's relevant to everything going on because you're like, who the fuck is spreading this drama?
Yeah. But there's like 3 or 4 different side stories going on in this season. I'm like, this
There's
is kind
so
of hard
much
to
going on.
follow. Because
So
you
much going
have
on
like
this.
Eloise's little side story happening, Francesca's side story,
Francesca's.
Lady Whistledown /
Whistledown,
Penelope. Fucking Lady
Lady
Danbury, the
Danbury,
queen. There's, like,
Violet.
so many side stories, and it's like, I can't keep up.
I don't want to. I don't. We will get to them in their season.
Exactly, I'm like, this is why they each have their own book, because in the books, yes, they do touch base on the small side stories, but it's not, like, a big focus.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it'll
don't
get brought
know. The
up
books
if
have fucking spoilers. After reading the first book, the epilogue fucking pissed me off.
the epilogues do spoil the next book for you, so you kinda know what's gonna happen
They
in the next book.
no. The epilogue of book 1 spoils Colin and Penelope's story entirely because they show
Oh,
up
yeah.
at Daphne's and it tells you that Penelope and Colin are together and have a child, and that doesn't happen for
That's
like
right,
3
yeah.
more books.
That's true. I forgot about that.
It
And
made
I
me mad.
forgot that
I'm
you
still
read the
mad
first
about it.
one.
I'm still mad about it.
Is that why you won't read the books?
Probably because it spoiled everything. So I was like, what's the point? Why would I
Oh,
read
God.
Penelope and Colin's story now that I know that they're just going to end up together and have a kid?
Because, I mean, there's, like, details that obviously
Nope.
aren't in the epilogue.
Nope.
Nope. Just not having it.
No.
Oh, God. This wedding is horseshit.
I hate it.
Oh, I hate it here.
I hate it here.
Oh, God. Yeah. So let's hope that part 2 does better.
No, it's
I
going
know
to.
we're
It
in
better.
for...
If Shonda Rhimes fucking shits the bed on this one, I'm gonna be pissed. If she
Well,
drops the
the
ball on this
second part...
season of Bridgerton like she has the last like 5 seasons of fucking Grey's Anatomy, like I'm gonna be mad.
Well, we're entering the really juicy part of this story, so...
Yeah, I guess.
No, we are. I promise. If they follow some of the guidelines from the book, because at this rate, the book is just a guideline for their seasons.
Yeah, and I don't like I get that. Like obviously you can't like directly follow the book all the time. I don't
But you
know.
can follow it for the most part. Like, come on.
Like I feel like they did a really good job season 1.
Season 1, they really did do a good job, I think. My only qualm with it was I don't like how they don't have Lady Danbury and Simon's relationship in the book. I liked it in the season, but it's
Yeah,
not
I
in the book.
did like that too.
Yeah,
That's
she,
because
like,
it
barely
more so
knows him in the book.
focused on Daphne in the book. I don't feel like you really got Simon's side a whole lot.
Yeah, you really didn't in the book. You got, like, little snippets here and there, but I wish they would have made Lady Danbury more present in his life in the book because she's, like, barely there. Um, but, like, I live
Yeah.
for Lady Danbury too because she is
I
just, like...
do love Lady.
Mm.
She's so sassy and she's like, I don't care
She
that you're my
is.
queen. I'm gonna tell you how it is because you're my
Yep.
friend.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, "We're best friends," so
Quit
yeah.
fucking
I
around,
like
lady.
that. Yeah, and, like, I think it makes Queen Charlotte feel good too that, like, Lady Danbury has never treated her like the queen.
Like the
Like,
queen.
even in, the spin-off Queen Charlotte, you've watched that, right?
Yeah, I watched that.
So, like,
Hell
in the
yeah.
spin-off, she never even treated her like a queen. As soon as, like, the queen went to her and was, like, talking to her as a person, she was like, "Oh, you don't wanna be treated as the queen, do you?" Kind of type of thing. She's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna treat you like a regular fucking person then." And
Yeah.
that's been their friendship the entire time. She's like, "I'm gonna tell you how it is, woman, and you're not gonna like it, but I don't..."
Yeah. I will admit though, I got caught up in the feels when her and Lady Danbury were talking and she was like the queen like started crying. She's like, "You can't leave. Like what happens if he dies?" Like what I was like, "Stop."
I know, that kinda broke my heart too. 'Cause I was just like, "Oh, the queen, though."
I know. I love Charlotte.
So do I. So do I. I've always liked her, and then watching Queen Charlotte just made my love for her even more.
Even
Because it's
more.
like, there's a reason why she's the way she is, and now you know.
She's a badass woman.
Badass
Dealing
woman.
with
She loves
so
her husband
much.
through everything.
So much. She's not only running a country, but she's taking care of her husband with like Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's before they even fucking knew what was going on. Man, I can't imagine what it must have been like caring for someone with Alzheimer's back then when you don't really, like,
Well, I feel
know
like a
what's
lot of them,
happening.
they were just put into like institutions.
Yeah. It fascinates me. But yeah, Benedict, maybe don't ask a woman to be your mistress. I would slap someone if someone asked me that.
Yeah. Also, though, like, how did she rationalize, like, oh, yeah, I still don't have my coin purse?
I don't know how she's gonna, maybe she's gonna play it off like I couldn't find it. Because that's what I would do if something happened like that to me. I'd be like, I just couldn't find it.
But I didn't want to make you guys wait any longer.
Yeah, yeah. Especially because it would be such a scandal if a maid and somebody of higher power were together.
Yep.
Which why was it like that back then? Why couldn't a maid and somebody from higher up fall in love?
Because of status.
So dumb.
Rich have to marry rich. Like they were saying. Like you have to marry in your class, even if that doesn't mean you're in love.
I hate this. Again, I wouldn't survive back then. If I ever had a past life back then, I'm glad I don't remember it now.
Glad I don't remember it now. Probably got cholera or some shit and didn't live very long.
Boy, probably died as a child. Let's be real.
Because I know my
Probably
family
got the
wasn't
bubonic
rich.
plague. Yeah.
Yeah.
I died from the plague and then just waited until it was okay to come back.
Oh, yeah, until it was over. Well, I was like, it's just so funny because I love like these like Regency stories, but then like I love how unaccurate they are. Like I was like, it was one of the scenes where it was like out, like it was showing like outside in London, and then like they zoomed in on the streets and stuff and watching the horses go by. I'm like, those streets are really fucking clean. They'd be covered in horse shit and pee and people shit. Like it was nasty. They did not have indoor plumbing. Like
Yeah. Oh,
literal
yeah.
shit in the street. Like,
That's like, oh God. And also the jaw-dropping moment when Sophie's stepmom moves in right next door to the Bridgertons. Dun,
why
dun,
though?
dun. I don't
Like I didn't
remember if it
understand.
happened in the book. So if anyone's listening and has also read the book, please let us know if that happens because I don't remember.
Like I just don't understand. Like I know it like thickens the plot, but like she's already like going to all the events and like doing everything. Like she's gonna see her. Like I just
She's just. See, this is where I say it's a little bit different than Cinderella because yes, Cinderella had an evil stepmother, but like I feel like she in this season takes it a step above and is just
she's
like
a vindictive bitch. Like
she's a vindictive bitch. She wants to see you basically die. She'd be happy.
yeah.
She'd be at your funeral smiling that you're dead.
Well, I mean, she did that with her husband. So
Yeah, very true. Very true. Yep. But yeah, I think those are all my opinions for this part.
I feel like I thought of something else and then I forgot. Oh, it was just something with like the sanitariness of everything. Like Benedict would have died getting into that fucking lake with that wound.
Yeah.
Like I don't care how much like fucking alcohol you pour on that. He would have died.
Which might I also add, we have seen a lot of butts so far.
Yeah.
Benedict's butt.
Benedict's butt, John's butt, Danbury's
John's
brother's butt.
That was an up close fucking thing of his butt too.
You know, like
So I was like, oh my, there's a big butt in my screen.
but
Oh jeez. But go Violet because Mr. Lady Danbury's brother is like attractive.
good pick.
I'd fall
Good
for
pick.
him too. Yeah. Very
I just
handsome.
love how like before he came in, like she was like trying to like position herself. Also, I love when she was like before like she was dressed and ready for him to come, like she was like in her robe and she like drops her robe and looks at herself in the mirror. She's like, oh, I do still look good. And like after having 8 children, look at me.
Okay.
Still got it.
I know. Which, props to her for looking that good after having 8
After
children.
8
like,
children?
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Because you go, girl. She got her freak on, that's for sure.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's all I have. Oh, hi, Goose.
Yeah, that's all I have. I'm interested in what part 2 is gonna look like.
We gotta wait a whole month for that.
So dumb. Stay tuned.
It's just, ugh.
I'm annoyed. I hate it.
Maybe when we cover part 2, we'll feel a little bit better than we do about part 1.
We better. I mean, I know they're gonna end up together because, that's how it works. But
How it works.
I don't know. I'd be pretty hard pressed to forgive you on the mistress.
The
thing.
mistress? Yeah, that would
I'd be like, oh, I'm instantly turned off of you forever.
It'd be a pretty big deal breaker for me, not gonna lie.
Yeah, no.
I'd be like, no, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
Honestly, I just want justice for Sophie, and I want her to take her stepmom and the bitchy sister down.
Justice for Sophie.
Justice for Sophie. I hope she fucks them over, but then keeps Posey because Posey's
good people. Posey's nice.
Posey is good people.
Yeah, she was really good in the book too. I really liked Posey, and I wish they would actually have thrown that in more in this season, because they go a little bit more in depth in the book about their relationship. Like, they've spent a lot of time together because
I wonder if
Posey
there'll
would,
be
like,
like more
ask her to come in.
flashbacks and stuff next season.
Maybe. I'd like that. But yeah, with that, I think that's all I got.
That's all I got. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Two Piece Potting. Ugh, I fucking am just mad at Benedict. Like and follow us.
Oh, God. Listen to us anywhere you listen to your podcasts. We're also on YouTube and Patreon.
Like and subscribe to our
and
Instagram
like and
to get the
subscribe.
latest updates.
Yes, we're very active on Instagram. And if you would leave us a rating and review, we would love that. That would help us greatly.
Yeah.
And yeah, stay tuned. We'll see you in 2 weeks
Yeah, for Caught Up.
for Caught Up. Oh,
So excited. I'm excited to start that book. I've been in a slump.
it's
Again.
good.
Surprised. Who's surprised? Literally nobody. Sam not reading? What? Never.
Oh, all right, guys. We'll see you next time.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.